Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Horror Dog TV. It's your boy, Horror Dog, coming at y'all tonight. And today I want to talk about something that I saw on Truth After Dark with Paul Pierce and Azar Faraday. Um, if y'all ain't up on Truth After Dark, y'all missing out because they be talking that stuff. They be on it. It's really good. They be coming real. They ain't putting on no act. It's real talk. So y'all should check it out. Truth After Dark. But on this episode, they were talking about are black women hated. That's a hot topic these days. This war between black men and women that's going on. So that's a hot topic. But we're gonna get into this video. I'm gonna try not to interrupt too many times, but we'll we'll see how that go. Let's get it.
You
Are
were
black
very
women
passionate.
appreciated by men?
Are black women appreciated by men? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like nowadays, I think that other races, like how you do a lot, are more put on a pedestal. And I see that a lot, especially from you. And so I feel like, black women do kind of feel disrespected and they feel underappreciated a lot of the time. Yes, because all I see on the internet is black men downing black women every day. In our comments,
Yeah.
it's way more men. I would assume when I started this journey that it would be women hating on women. Every bad negative comment about me is mainly from a man.
Okay, so yeah, it's a lot of that, but it's also a lot of women hating on women as well. Um, it's a lot of women that are calling other women pick me's because they're not going with the grain. They're going against the grain, but it's a lot of foolishness really on both sides. But yeah, it's a lot of men. I see a lot of men hating on women on social media. Social media, sometimes I hate it was even invented, but let's get back to it.
I rarely see a woman comment negative. And I didn't know men were so catty like that. And so quick to want to put a black woman down. Like, she's trash. She's this, she's that. She's like the most horrible things you can think of. And I'm like, who raised y'all? Because I come from a generation and my dad and how I was taught, like, I never see my dad talk down on a woman like that. Even if he can't stand this motherfucker, he's not gonna sit in my face and pillow talk about another woman or bring her down. He probably did it behind in his own room, like this bitch, but it was never that. And I feel like black women, all I see on the internet is how white women are better, American, non American women are better, this and that are better, better, better.
Well, that's a product from y'all's own creation. Y'all have these crazy, ridiculous standards. We don't hear that from the other sides. We don't hear that from other races. Um, it's just something that we created upon ourselves. It's crazy. And you know where it come from. It comes from listening to all these brand new doctors and relationship gurus that's popping up on social media. Is diabolical, really. You can't. Okay, so just because somebody has a good comment or says something that you agree with doesn't make them a guru. They ain't been in a successful relationship more than 2 years, and that makes them a relationship guru. Come on, y'all, we got to do better. I ain't never been married. It's just like, come on, this is the people y'all choose to follow and try to live your life by. Make it make sense, please.
And it's like, have your preference, but don't bring us down while you're doing it. If you want to be with a woman that's not American or not white, do that. But stop referencing it to a black woman. Because when black women get with white men, they're not talking about black men are trash. They're just loving and living their life with this white man, period. And it's like, you don't have to sit here and down the other race because you don't want to fuck with them. You don't have to do that. At the end of the day, if you want to mess with a white woman and an Asian woman and this woman, go do that and leave us out of the conversation. period, point blank. And I think that that's what the women are frustrated about. And if we have an opinion on this, we're aggressive. See, she has too much of opinion. That's why they don't like you.
Well, this is
That's
the
because you
thing.
talk too much.
This
You're
is what
loud. Okay.
well, this is the thing too, and the reason why black women get so much hate is because how we on our TV shows.
Now, Paul took it to the TV shows, but it's a combination of everything. Actually, it's not just the TV shows; it's also social media.
Across these platforms, how people look at us. So when you start looking, they look at us like an ignorant group of people.
Right.
And especially like when you look across the platforms and you start looking at the Real Housewives of whatever, and we glorify the shaking that ass, we glorify the fighting, we glorify the talking about each other. I'm talking about like black women. We like we glorify it.
You know that white women do
And
that
the
too,
ratings
though.
and the ratings are off the chain too.
You know that white women do that too, though.
It's not.
Jersey Shore, the housewives of like Pontiac or the other housewives of Beverly Hills is white women. It's not black women on that at all.
Which is true, but which shows are more popular?
So I'm letting you know there's a lot of housewives that are not the one you know is basketball wives. I'm talking about the real housewives of Beverly Hills is all white women throwing drinks at each other, cursing each other out. But guess what? It is not as bad because they're white, right? It's not as aggressive. It's not as ghetto. It is not as raunchy because they're white women doing it. Black women are always held to a way higher standard. We always have to prove why we deserve to have a seat at the table. We always have to prove that we deserve to be here. No matter, we always have to be way more classier than you.
So, as a black culture, as a whole culture, we have to always exceed. We always have to prove ourselves. It's not just women, it's men and women, because it's just what we have going against us. We always have to go above and beyond to just be average.
A white girl can come in here half naked and I can come in here with a little titty showing, and guess what? I'm a whore. Like, it's always going to be this comparison, and I think that black women are tired of being compared. Do I agree with you that culturally black people are doing too much, shaking ass and this and that? Yes, I don't think you're wrong. Like Zeus Network and Jocelyn's Cabernet and all of that stuff is out of
But this
line.
is the thing: when you're American culture,
Yeah.
you're being more watched than anybody. Like when you think about culture in America, who sets the trends? Who sets the tone for how we dress, how we look, how we act, how we
There
run,
it
how we play
is.
sports? It's us.
Yeah, I agree.
So we're already up here as far as eyeballs watching us. So then people around the world are going to assume, just like from watching us on every microscope and every camera and every national platform, that's how we are. But we don't do us no favors by having putting more shows out there like the Cosby's or just like a classy Housewives of this show. No, we want the drama, and we feed off the drama because that's where the money is. Now it's about clout. It's about who can make the most noise, who could get the most attention, and we become attention whores for the money. It's just, but if that's the only way that black women can make money, and I'm not saying that is the only way, but like when they're throwing dollars at black women being ignorant to one another, it feeds into it,
Yeah, I can
and
agree
that's
with
what
that.
people see.
I can agree with
And
that.
now that's our perception of one another, and that's why we're looked at as a race, and that's how black women are looked at for that perception of being ignorant and men not wanting them from other races because of that. But it's entertaining.
But
know
I
what I'm
will say
saying?
that I see a lot of women with these other races now, and I've seen a lot of it recently, and I'm like, okay, these other races are messing with these women, and these black women and black women are going to these other races, and they're feeling like appreciated or whatever the case may be. Is what I have seen from a lot of people these days. So I do see that there's a shift. And I was actually just thinking about it the other day. I'm like, look, if you're happy somewhere else and you want to be with a different race, do that. I don't think there's any problem with that. I'm a biracial product of a biracial parents. So I can't even hate on that at the end of the day. But I think the bigger problem is is with this platform, we have to make sure that we're creating unity more than separation. Like, what are the things? How can we problem solve this? What are the things that we can do to close the gap between black men and black women? How can we be more united at the end of the day? You know, and I think that that's really, really important. And I think that's something that we should focus on more, because every day on the internet, all you see is why this person is, why women don't love, why, what are the solutions? We seem, everyone is very problem based.
Like out of all of our role models,
Yeah.
like our top women, like
Yeah.
in this generation,
Yeah.
like who are our popular top women and what do they talk about?
Michelle Obama, she has a podcast.
No. This generation don't relate to her. She's older. They're not following Michelle Obama. Maybe an older generation is. They're following Sexy Red, Cardi B. They're following what are Glorilla. They're following Megan Thee Stallion. What do they talk about? Shaking their ass, popping that pee, dressing like this, and our kids are watching this.
Yeah, I agree with you,
So
100%.
like who is the face? Who is the face for this generation? Those are the faces that the kids look up to. They turn on the TV. This is what they think. They don't have to turn on the TV no more. We go into our phone, and now this is what we got on us 24 hours a day to look at this. Oh damn, we just saw Cardi right there. We just saw Megan. We just saw Sexy Red. Oh, she said this. We can't be hypocrites to this, dog. We can't be, because this is what's being preached. This is what's getting fed to us.
But where is the hypocrisy coming in?
Like the hypocrisy is coming into like.
Because those are not my role models. So where is the hypocrisy?
The hypocrisy is black women want to be treated a certain way, but act a certain way.
You can't generalize a whole group of women.
And she makes a great point. You can't generalize nobody. Black women, they're good for doing that. They have a bad experience with a guy in their circle or whatever they are, and then they say all men is this, all men is that. It's crazy. And men do the same thing. You know, they run into a woman that's a gold digger or all about the money, and then they say all women is this, all women. No, it's not. We have to stop doing that. It's not all women, it's not all men. It's men all over the place, it's women all over the place. What you hear nowadays is a lot of women regurgitating the dating pool got piss in it and this and that and that. Quit repeating what other people say. Go by your experience. If you have one bad experience, that don't mean a dating pool is full of piss. That's not what that means. That means you had a bad experience. It won't always be bad. So stop generalizing bad experiences and making it everybody. We can't do that. Just like when it comes to race, you can't expect white people to say all black men, all black people are bad. When we both know, when everybody knows that's not the truth. We can't say all white people are bad. We know that's not the truth. So we can't make it all black women and all black men are bad. Come on, let's keep it real, people. We got to do better with that.
Those are our influences.
Yeah, but you can't generalize a whole group of women. Not all women, not all
I
black
can't
women.
generalize all
Yeah,
women.
exactly. So there is a
But
group,
where
but
do
there's,
I go to see that group? Where's that group at?
where are you at? Because
I'm
change where
asking,
you're at and you'll see that
where's
group.
that group at though? Where can I get a group of black women in one place that's like not being on some like crazy shit, like on some like Sexy Red, Megan Thee Stallion, like
I don't go out and just see groups of women looking like Megan Thee Stallion and that.
yeah, that's what I see from the kids. You go to any high school, any public school, go see
We're
that.
talking about high schools now. I don't know that.
Well, go to the public schools. You go there. You go to the because I go to high school games
Right.
and stuff.
I don't
You
know
what I'm
about
saying?
that.
So I'm seeing the youth.
Yeah.
I'm seeing what they on,
Yeah, I can't speak
and
to
I'm
the
like, damn, ain't nobody dressing regular no more.
Yeah, I can
Like,
see
damn.
that. I can't speak to the youth because I really am not involved or engulfed in that. So
I mean, that's what I see. So,
yeah,
I mean, it's
so
unfortunate that it is the way it is, but that's the culture we live in.
yeah, I get it. At the end of the day, I mean, listen, you can't change the world. You can only change what you do
Yeah.
and what you surround yourself with,
100%.
and what kind of role model you decide you want to be for these kids. and what you decide to listen to every day. You know what I mean? So I think those things are really important. And I think, like I said, if you could just be better for yourself and it can help some other people, that's all you could do. Because it is a bad, right now, we're in a crazy space. And I think that both black women and black men have contributed to that.
Absolutely. I mean, really though, okay, fellas, look at it like this. If you're on social media, you everything you post, you're getting all of these likes and hearts and compliments, and you have women uh sending you all kind of DMs, and you got women sending you money, you got women flying you out, you got women doing all these things for you, and you like, man, I'm the king of the world. You gonna think you top dog. You can't be touched. And so when you get out in the world and you realize, oh man, it's crazy out here. You gonna still have that same big dog attitude because you've been getting treated like you king, So think of that. That's what women deal with. Women deal with all these DMs, all these compliments, cash apps, paying for this, paying for that. So of course their head is blown, their head is swole. They're gonna think they're the man's best thing on earth. And that's the problem though, because a lot of guys out here that does the things like just leading with money, they're misleading these women to thinking that's the norm when it's not. It's just what they've been dealing with. Anybody with a little bit of looks on it on social media, they'll get that attention because there's millions of people on social media and it's all around the world. So they're going to get that easily. And what we got to realize is that we need each other. I scroll up on social media. Every other scroll up is a attractive single woman advertising. And you got to think, like, how is it so many women single, attractive women? Some got their stuff together and some, they still working it out, but nevertheless attractive, got a little something going on, but single. And it's like, how is it that so many women are single and we got single men? If we didn't have social media, it wouldn't be this many single people, or maybe it would. We just wouldn't know about it. But in my day, it wouldn't. We saw some attractive women. We own them. It wouldn't know what you bring to the table, or what you got, or what can you do for me, and all. It wasn't any of that. So we got to get back to the norm, man. We make it hard for ourselves in this dating field. It's crazy that we do it to ourselves and it's not even necessary. I was fortunate to have been married for 21 years, and I learned a lot from that. And getting back out here in the dating world, I ain't pressed to do anything. So it's like I just sit back and enjoy the show. 'Cause that's exactly what it is, man. It's crazy out here how we attacking each other, and there's too many beautiful people out here in this world to be like that. Let's just get it together, folks. But that's all I got for today. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that topic. It's a hot topic, so like, comment, share, subscribe. Holla at your boy. Until the next time, stay blessed. Peace.